So which means in the days ahead we should expect to see more or less liquidity in the economy?
Well, liquidity is, the essential source of liquidity has reduced. Oil down 50%. So the liquidity we can create now is from new jobs. It's a matter of attracting investors at a very high speed. So it's a matter of cutting down red tape in the government. So if an investor comes, you don't take 6 months, 1 year to finish your negotiations with the investor, and the investor starts the project. What used to take 2 or 3 years to negotiate, you have to be ready to negotiate in 2 or 3 months. And so the investor hits the road, brings the money, and start the infrastructure project, and jobs are created, and you collect tax. But if I want to build a bridge, or a toll bridge, and it takes me 2 years to negotiate with the state government, for that 2 years, the bridge is not built, the people who work there are not employed, the tax that the state will collect is not built, is not earned by the state, and the only reason it's not happening is that some people in the government are just not willing to work to get this thing done very quickly, either because of personal interest or incompetence. They don't know that getting this thing done quickly will create jobs, bring more taxes, and attract other investors. Because if I want to go to an area that the road is bad, there are bridges not built, and I can't get there, and I want to put a factory to produce something else that has nothing to do with the construction of the road, I won't go there. I would rather go to where there are existing roads and bridges to where I can easily move around.
So in the days ahead, we should see a kind of laid-back mentality for most business operators and even investors.
No, it's not going to be laid back. Investors are used to driving the agenda. Investors are talking to government people, and they are saying to them, we need to do things differently. We have money to invest, local and foreign investors. And they are talking to politicians and say that this is the way to go. And there are some examples. You look at, if it is the airport or a few structures that have been done, where government cooperated with the private sector, they were done very quickly. And everyone is enjoying the benefits. And so the private sector is going to be quite aggressive too in trying to get government to understand that we need to move. Even though government tends to be, as we say, laid back. The reason why they can't be laid back now is that there's no money to collect from Abuja to spend. So they have to, most state governments are now in a hurry to find any other sources of income. So if a businessman comes now and says, look, I have this project, it will create jobs, it will improve infrastructure, or you have more taxes to collect, most state governments are jumping at it.
So whichever way we look at it, we should expect a more liquid economy going forward.
Yeah, liquidity from other sectors. There is a lot of investment interest in Nigeria. In spite of anything, there's a very strong investment interest in Nigeria from all parts of the world. Nigerians abroad who want to invest, but they are just saying they want things to be done properly. We want transparent government. We want honest business process. So and we will have no choice but to put those things in place. Because you see, the simple thing is that there is no more oil money to just go and spend. So you have to find some other ways to bring money.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Idahosa, for joining me on the program and sharing your thoughts with us on the economics of political transition.
Thank you.
Well, I've been speaking with an economic analyst, and he's also the Chief Executive Officer of UHY Maji & Co., Mr. Gabriel Idahosa, and we've been looking at the economics of political transition. Of course, this is electioneering period, and definitely there's a lot of spending on, like I said, campaigns, logistics, and of course, at this time, jobs are also created. But as he said, what we should be looking at now, or what these campaigners should be looking at right now, is ensuring that the jobs that are created at this time are sustained so that we can begin to see a reduction in the number of unemployed in our society. Well, that's the program for today. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Don't forget, the conversation continues after now. And of course, if you missed out on today's edition of the program, just log on to youtube.com/channelsweb/videos to watch. And of course, don't forget to drop a comment. I'm Harriet Agbenyi. Bye-bye.